では、最初ですが、レッスンテストについてちょっと説明しますね。前に説明しましたが、as I explained before, like a week ago, I said that there are 5 or 6 sections, but it ended up 7 sections. Then I'm going to show you the answer sheet, which I will upload on Moodle tonight. So look at this answer sheet. That's better to catch the image of it. Okay, so this is the answer sheet. So I'm going to upload this Word file tonight. Okay, I'm just asking one of my friends, who is also a teacher, to proofreading. So yeah, after that, I'm going to upload this file. Okay, section 1, as I mentioned, particles and verbs, right? Like I don't know, like ga, I don't know, 食べました like this, okay, like this one. So section 2 is about grammar, like short casual forms. I don't have to explain this, right? Short casual form, 食べた like that. Okay, and section 3, picture description. So you can imagine you have a look at picture and maybe I cannot tell anymore. Okay, but picture description. Okay, then section 4 is question and answer structures. Pretty simple example is, for example, 昨日何をしましたか? For example, and then you just write your own answer in a complete sentence. Okay, so for example, 昨日テレビゲームをしました. Okay, that's simple, right? Good. Section 4. And section 5, answer the following question. It's like the same. It's like the same, but it's a little bit complicated compared to section 4. You see it. Okay. So section 4 and 5 are almost same. Almost same. But section 5 is a little bit higher level. And section 6 is reading. You are going to read about 300 to 400 characters. Like same as your assignment. Okay, 作文. And then ask, we're gonna ask I'm gonna ask 6 questions, and you will answer it. And last one is dictation. The reason I want to include this is, we do dictation, right? Every time. So that's why it should be included. That's what I thought. So dictation, just 2 sentences. Okay. Then yeah, comment. Yeah. So any questions about the lesson test? 大丈夫ですか?
How long do we have to, like we have 1 hour and a half?
57 minutes. So
57 minutes?
Yeah,
60
I just
minutes?
calculated
Okay.
it. Yeah, and it's 57, but yeah, 60 minutes. Yeah.
So the questions are going to be on Moodle?
Yes. So we're gonna do it in class. Then after we get together, and I'm gonna open the Moodle, make it visible. Then you just start all together, and you have to turn on the camera on. Okay. Then within 60 minutes, you have to upload. You have to scan, take a photo and scan on the Moodle, and then that's it. Any other questions? 大丈夫かな? Of course, if you have a question during the test, you can chat me privately. Okay. 大丈夫ですか? Okay. It's very simple, I guess. Then maybe if you have a printer, maybe you can print it out, right? This answer sheet. But those who do not have a printer, maybe you can write like this. I'm going to show you the. Okay, so this is actually a sample answer of my students 2 years ago. And then, for example, okay, so this one is the one he or she printed out the answer sheet in advance like this. It's not exactly the same questions. Okay, no worry. Okay, this is the one. And then if you don't have a printer, you just can write this. It's fine. Like section 1, handwriting. Okay, this is also fine. Totally fine. Okay, I don't really mind as long as you scan and send it as a PDF file. 大丈夫ですか? Any questions? 大丈夫かな? 大丈夫? Okay, so yeah, this is about the lesson test. Test one. Okay, then I have to explain individual presentation. So this time, I just shifted from 18th to 22nd, so 4 days later. Is that fine for you? Like 4 days later. It was supposed to March 18th, but because as I looked at the schedule, and because I shifted lesson test already, that ended up, shifting presentation as well, like 4 days. Okay. So you will have a lesson test March 11th, right? 11th next time. So after lesson test, you have still 1 week to get ready for the presentation. That's, I think, enough. Okay. So show and tell. So which will be March 22nd. Then draft. So you're supposed to send me a draft on March 18th or before March 18th at 1:30. Okay. Then file name. Okay. Individual presentation and your name. Okay. So far so good. 大丈夫ですか? Okay. I'm gonna read. You will present on one specific object, which always bring you a memory, which could be good memory, best memory, or bad memory. Anything's fine. Okay, as long as that object brings you memory. For example, a gift from someone, for example. So this presentation will be done in our synchronous class, okay, as usual. And you should submit the script, like a draft, okay, draft, which is actually this Word file, okay, by March 18th, 1:30, okay, 1:30 on Moodle, and then you will receive my feedback. I'm going to comment on it before you present. Okay. The thing is, your script will be counted for your grade. I'm going to explain that breakdown of this grade later. Okay. So you will have to submit the rough draft, like a draft, by March 18th. So so good. Okay. So so this is a prime point. The first one. So you must use a variety of vocabulary and grammar structures that you have learned in that course, in this class, and also in the class you took before, like lesson 1 to 6, maybe Hizawa Sensei or Patrick Sensei, right? You can use those vocabulary as well. So lesson 1 through maybe lesson 10-ish. Yeah, lesson 10. So you have to use like adjective, verbs, affirmatives, negatives, and so on. And at least 15 grammar points. It's pretty easy, actually. If you talk about something like 2 minutes, it could be definitely more than 15 grammar points. So you don't have to worry about this. Okay. Second one. So you must use Japanese that everyone in the class has already learned. Okay. However, there are some vocabulary that you have to use. You want to use. For example, I want to, なんとかしたい、食べたい、飲みたい, right? たい. So that could be possible, but not that much. Then I just decided no more than 6 unfamiliar vocabulary words and grammar structures. Okay, in order for everyone in class understand your presentation. Okay, so 6, yeah, 6. Okay, so how about, okay, yeah, any questions so far? First point and second point. Make it bigger. Yeah.
You want a formal presentation, or in terms of vocabulary and grammar?
Yeah, polite,
formal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally, basically, I want you to use a polite form. Yeah. But when you report something like 先生は勉強 okay okay 先生はメキシコにいると言っていました it's a grammar grammar, right? So it's not inevitable. So yeah, basically polite forms. And then you can use PowerPoint if you want. Yeah, you don't have to use it as long as you show the object, like picture. Okay, so you can share screen if you want. Okay, so for example, anything's fine. Okay, yeah, okay, here. So look at this. This is fine, okay? これは私の マスクです。東京で買いました。去年、東京の100円ショップ、100円ショップで買いました。100円ショップはすべてのものが100円です。とても安いです。Like that, like that, okay? That's very easy, right? Yeah, and you have to explain that episode, okay? So for example, 日本ではマスクがないとレストランに入れません。レストランに行くことができません。So できません is probably new grammar for you. So this is one, right? 行くことできません。Maybe new grammar, right? You cannot go. 行きません。Okay, yeah, like this. So you have to count. And then no more than 6, okay? No more than 6. Okay. Any questions so far? 大丈夫かな? Anything's fine, as long as that object brings you memory. Okay. マスクちょっとわかんないけどね。Okay. 大丈夫ですか? Okay, number 4. So your presentation should be 2.5 minutes at shortest. Okay, and 4 minutes at longest. So 2.5 minutes, if I talk like this, これは東京で買いました。とても安かったです。Like this speed, maybe you should say like 30 sentences. It depends on the length of sentences, of course, but 30 sentences, I guess. So maybe you can write first, and then you just practice, and then time. So 2.5 minutes. Okay, and then please memorize as much as possible. Like do not read every sentence, right? 大丈夫ですか? You can check a memo, take a note, that's fine, but you cannot read like this, right? Even online, you see that.
I have a question.
Sure.
So is this recorded or is it in class?
Yeah, in class, intense, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not recorded. Of course, I'm going to record so that I can evaluate later. Yeah, but yeah, in actual class. And the order of presentation is quite random. I'm going to say, let's say, okay, whose birthday is in May, for example. Yeah, and yeah, whose birthday is in December, and then I'm going to, yeah, it's very random. Yeah, any other questions? Yeah, okay, good. So anything's fine. Mask is fine, of course. Yeah, yeah. I just want to tell a lot of things like coffee. I love coffee too much. So 私はコーヒーが大好きです。コーヒーが好きだから、is grammar, right? だから、2年前にグアテマラに行きました。グアテマラはコーヒーがとても有名です。グアテマラではボランティアをしました。Like that, right? You can just, quickly, anything's fine. Cell phone, anything's fine, right? So, yeah. So you can do that. Make it fun. Make it, interesting for everyone to listen to you. Okay. So then you can write, please type, because I want to check, I want to give you feedback as soon as possible. So typing is better for me. So please type, yeah. これはマスクです。Like, anything's fine, okay? So I'm gonna just, give you feedback within 2 days after I receive, yeah. Okay. And then here, grading point. Okay, I cannot see that. Oh, here we go. Okay, grading rubric. So it's gonna be 80%, okay, 80% of whole evaluation, okay, as the syllabus said, okay, 80%. But it could be divided into 25 points. So 17 points from your draft. It's a big, right? Just draft counts as 17 points because presentation, yeah, if it is in class presentation, I can check your gesture, your eye contact a lot, but this time on Zoom, it's kind of hard to evaluate those kind of things. So script is, yeah, most of the part, 70 points. So I'm gonna read all of them. So there are 4 points if you use easy to understand Japanese. So did you use easy words and grammar that we cover in the course? Did you avoid using the dictionary and online translation to find new words and structures? And I can tell because if you use online like Google Google Dictionary. Okay, but you can use it, but you have to change it, right? You have to change with your own words. Okay. Second one, variety, grammar and vocabulary. So you have to use at least 15 grammar points, as I mentioned. Do your lines include different tenses like past tense, future tense? Future means ishimasu, same as present, right? Past tense, present tense, future tense. Also negative, affirmative. Okay, and question. Yeah. Okay. For example, 皆さんはマスクを持っていますか？いくつ持っていますか？ Yeah, it's a question, right? Yeah, you can use that. Okay, next one, accuracy. Of course, grammar and vocabulary. Yeah, I'm gonna proofread. I'm gonna check everything before your presentation. But again, your draft will be counted as a grade. So yeah, just be careful. So most sentences, not every, most, okay? Most sentences clear and accurate. Are there mistakes in the script which could be corrected by checking? Yeah, okay, corrected by checking. Then fourth one, organization and logic. Does your presentation start, close, and flow logically? Are transition words like そして、それから, for example, 毎日, anything fine, okay? Used to help the flow. So adverb is very important to use. Okay, adverb. Okay, adverb. Okay, then one point is for draft submission. You have to, of course, keep the deadline, March 15th. Okay. By email, but not by email, sorry, on Moodle. Yeah, on Moodle. Okay, on Moodle, using this file. Okay, not PDF, so that I can check with Word. Okay, so far so good. Any questions about 17 points of your draft? 大丈夫かな? Okay, okay.
大丈夫。
Okay, ありがとう、ありがとう。では次行きましょう。So presentation itself is 8 points. Okay, 8 points. Not a big, but still, okay, 8 points. So fluency and smooth speech is your, the presentation of your, okay. The presentation is smooth, and is it clear that you practice hard and there are excessive hesitation to avoid it? And is your speech natural, like doesn't sound like robotic, okay? Not read, okay, not read, okay. So maybe if you, I don't know, we can tell, right? If someone read, and then maybe you have to put your emotion in your presentation. これを見てください。マスクです。Right? That's fine. But yeah, okay. So accuracy, pronunciation, and grammar. Is the pronunciation and intonation natural and intelligible? I don't actually care that much about intonation because intonation is, kind of different, right? Depending on the area they were born. So not that much, but still understandable and intelligible. There are grammatical or other mistakes in the speech which could be avoided by checking and or practicing. Okay. So yeah, so you have to submit this file so that I can check everything here, and I'm gonna evaluate after I watch your presentation several times. Okay. Any questions about the rubric evaluation? So if you have a question, just let me know. Okay, you can email me anytime. 大丈夫かな? Okay, 大丈夫? Okay. So yeah, I think it's good. So March 22nd is a day of the presentation. Okay, now go back to the slide. I don't have to use this anymore. Oh yeah, feedback on video assignment 2 was sent yesterday, okay, last night. So please check it. Yeah, same as last time I've attached the Word file for feedback. Okay, so please check it. And then feedback on the other assignment, Sakubun, will be posted pretty soon. But I'm thinking of printing out, but I don't have printer now at this moment. So I'm gonna ask my roommate, yeah, to print out. Okay. So any other questions? 大丈夫ですか？大丈夫？ OK。じゃあ、